Hello, my wisdom lights. We're coming on for a twin flame collective love reading for all zodiac signs. Okay. If you out there wondering about your twin flame, having any in twin flame soulmate blocks, love issues of all kinds, including your finances, head over to AthenaHouseHealing.com and heal your situation, heal your chakras, your meridians, your energetic field to receive those abundances of love of different kinds, okay? If you want to book a session on my website as well to understand what I'm saying about love blocks, what it looks like, and why does love equal sign money in relationships, okay? So that's what I want y'all to dive deeper in and write it down for your notes, my wisdom lights, for the collective right now that may be dealing with some issues with the energetics, the transits right now. For Easter, happy Easter, all the lovers out there. And as I do this reading, I cover with the energy of true union, true support, true connection, true love that comes in. No lover will block you when you buy my oils, when you buy my products. You'll not be blocked, you'll be heard, and you'll be found by the truest love of your divine twin flame, twin soul, soulmate, spark. Okay? Now remember, the core of twin flames is mission work. If you're not on mission, you're not in a twin flame union. If you're not in mission, you're not in a twin flame union. If you're not on mission, you're not in a twin flame union. Soulmates are something similar but different. Soulmates is like housewife vibes, husband breadwinner, or like you have your own thing going, he has his own thing going, like a separation of income or wills, if you will. Twin flames are more harmonic, more like friendship based. Soulmates, it just feels so good. I want to be pregnant for you all the time, okay? Or I want to be pregnant with our LGBT plus including. I want to be pregnant with our ideals or our manifestations of our new reality. Okay? So this is for all the twin flames that's looking for love, they need to heal, even soulmates, whatever level you can take. Whatever, write that down, whatever level you can take, okay? Write that down, whatever level you can take. I love you all so much, and we're going to get into the reading soon, okay? But I want y'all to take your notes, light your incense, and vibe out to my energetics, okay? So make sure you comment below how are y'all feeling, how y'all doing for this Easter weekend, this Easter moment. And if anyone is blocking your finances or you feel lack of energy, like, because it's real hot right now with energy vampires, or people that are looking for love or looking for money, growth, opportunities, expansion, it's time for you to receive, okay? And when I say receive, not just those blessings, but receive some type of wisdom to go heal, to heal through the situation that may be constantly recurring for you, okay? I want you to grab your crystals, and I want you to feel the energy. You can get your crystals on my website as well. I want you to feel the love that's coming through each moment for you, okay? Right now, we're letting the cards fly out in real ways, in harmonic ways, okay? Spirit, the Twin Flame Collective, at the moment for Easter. As we close out March and get into April. And my dance team as well, y'all. We have our dance team. Check out my videos and things like that if you want to support our GoFundMe account. Everything we're doing for the children. My mission work for the kids. I love children. I've been a humanitarian for the children. An activist for the children for years. Since high school, since 2010. Okay? And that's what we here for, our mission work, Twin Flames. Remember that Twin Flames have mission work. Even if it's sex work, whatever the twin flames would do, it would be in unison, a harmony for that core value, core mission work, okay? Soulmates is more easier, more frame-based, like you're my best friend. I love you to the end type vibe, okay? Twin souls is some similar like twin flames, but again, it's mixture of friend and all that. But twin flames is like it's hot, it's passionate, and I want you all the time, like one person vibe. One person vibe, okay? One more card, clarity for the love bomber for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. And one card for clarity for the main lady. Spirit, thank you. And as you can see, the cards fly out. The energy is real when I do a reading, or when you book a reading with said God's wisdom. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One more card for the runner. So who is running? Okay, look at the mess. Look at the mess. Oh, Jesus. So with the runner vibe, we have a mess going on. So book your readings with me right now. Head over to my website. Book your readings, book your readings, book your readings, book your readings, okay? So exactly how this feel. This is how some people's situations may be looking at this moment. And, you know, prepare yourself for healing this situation or facing it, okay? This person you're dealing with, either the masculine or the feminine energetics, is old school. You're dealing with some archetypes that are debunked in some evil, old school energetics, routines, mindsets, all the above. They are deep, 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 deep rooted and need to be healed, chopped up, chopped through, and like venerated. These energies need to be venerated for your unions to work, okay? And it's hot and passionate. It's hot and passionate. It's good, but one of them want to run. But it's old school bullshit. Their mindset is old school. So we're going to take all these cards. We're going to take them all. We're going to take them all. So what love card we have for the Twin Flame Collective at this moment in time? What love card we have? What love card? What love card? We'll flip it over later. What love card we have for the main lady? I love that card. Okay. And then we have what we have for the runner. The runner. I love Shango energy, y'all. I have to pause it. I love the Orishas, because Orishas are archangels. Archangel energy. Getting close to Power Ranger zones. I don't know, it's just something he does to me. Shango energy. Certain Shango men. Not just the CH ones, but the SH. The Shangos with the SH. Because you have the SH, the CH, the XHON, something with that. There's like 3 or 4 different versions of the Shango energy out there. But it's just something about his energy is just so cute. I just love a good Shango energetics. And then we have the others. Ogun. Ogun is silent but deadly. But I'm trying to figure it out, like a little crazy to him. And I like it. I want to get to know his energy more. I'm going to do an altar to him tomorrow. I'm going to pray to him tomorrow. I got some things coming in for my clientele. I'm going to pray to him and work with him even more. But, yeah. Even Horus. Now, again, for the Twin Flame Collective, please, all Twin Flames need an altar to Horus and maybe Hathor. Horus is powerful. Spiritual, psychic protection. Same with certain Athena statues. But be mindful of what statue you buy, the type. Okay, reach out to me. Ask me, text my phone. I'm about to get another backup line where I give y'all like a text code where y'all can always text that phone or text this line, okay? This is powerful energy right now where I know for sure from my own experiences over the years that twin flames, true ones that really want their twin flame unions, stuff like that, the archetypes, stuff like that, you under a psychic attack, okay? The divine masculines, even if they're in a female body, the divine masculine energy goes through a lot of demonic attacks, demonic worship, demonic evil, just lower level energies with the divine masculine collective. The divine feminines, even in the male body, the divine feminine energies are more in tune, they're more sensitive in a way of like, I'm gonna go get help. A lot of divine masculines want to suffer, be toxic, and cut you low. Okay, cut you low, just cut you low, and create the runner vibe. Either feminine or the masculine. And the feminine that is kind of healed more will run due to like, you playing with me, I wanna beat you up, or you playing with me, I don't wanna hurt you. And if they stay in this, if they get the relationship and they stay and it's toxic, now you're lowering the value. Write this down. You're lowering the value for the twin flame collective, and it's making it harder for twin flames to get together due to we having too many unions. There are maybe in twin flame union, but it may be manifesting as a karmic knot, a karmic twin flame union. Then that's when we have stages to the twin flames. So you have like the karmic, the divine twin flame union, and then you have there's another name, there's another word. I know it's 3 levels and higher, close to God. But I know it's karmic, divine, and what's the highest? What's another? Oh, I'm got my extra phone. But it's another. I'm gonna write it down in the info box below. But it's levels 2 rising up to the true, like soulmate twin flame ascending master zone of union. And of course, you mastering self, and that's a journey as well when you're going through a lot of karmic cycles. Mastering self, understanding self. But when you get your partners or especially your mission is key right there. Why? You'll meet them on the journey. You'll meet them outside. You'll meet them going networking. Libra, air. Gemini, air. Aquarius, air. You have to move around and communicate. If you don't communicate, sometimes they're not just going to walk up on you. If these masculines or these runner people or the toxic male, masculine or feminine, that's because they have a lot of masculines that are healed. They don't mind asking questions and, getting healed up. And I love those. Those the ones, I would love to hang out with. Those men or those females, those people are very, 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 like, juicy. I love those people. They're very juicy in the sense of, like, true love bugs. Like, they are just beautiful masculine energies when they are healed up. And again, people choices, they might not want a friendship or union, but when they're open to like, oh, okay, what is that? Show me that, teach me that. Let's hang out, let's talk about that, and being open-minded to that experience is very, 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 very juicy. With those divine masculines that are open to healing, open to having a conversation, open to allowing you to heal. You're my friend or my partner, whatever, but you're not my twin flame union, whatever, but or if you are, I don't mind. Now, if your twin flame, you in what is harmonious? Okay, karmic, divine, harmonious twin flame union, something like that. It's levels to like that. It's keep you getting higher to where y'all really are like one person and y'all become soulmates, because it's levels, it's different energetics, Reiki healing, therapies to the energies of becoming one. Like, people will be walking around like, oh my God, y'all look so good. You will always see y'all look so good together. It will just flow like water. Y'all look so good together. So good together. So good together. Okay? I want you to write this down as well, wisdom lights. The wording. The words. Y'all look so good together. Karmic twin flame. Divine twin flame. Harmonious union twin flames. Okay, you have your soulmates level, your karmic, not soulmates, twin flames, mirror souls, doppelgangers. You have doppelgangers out there, because we're dealing with that right now in the collective. Doppelgangers will ruin your twin flame experience. Y'all remember KK off? Off of Love and Hip Hop. I love that lady. I think she a spirit animal man or something. I always get pushed of like, I hear mama bear somewhere around when I'm making big business decisions. Well, look, cause I don't know. I have a little toy, or you used to call me Scrappy as a child, and I just hear Scrappy. Look, you better go ahead and get your shit together. Come on, pick a color, pick something. I hear sometimes say pick something. And as you know, we have spirit animals, especially when you are in tune with the spiritual realm. Spiritual realm. But yeah, so remember, go back, rewatch this video, write down your notes. Again, get with me, ask questions, book your sessions, and we can get down to your situation, your karmic knot of your journey and your fate. Like, what is your fate? What is your astrology? What is your natal chart? Like, for me, you want to look at asteroid union. You can look at asteroid alma. You can look at asteroid, I don't know if you look at asteroid twin flame or not, I don't know. But you can look at different asteroids in your natal chart to find, excuse me, your Astra Boda. Astra Boda is another one. Astra Boda is Italian or French for big wedding, I want to say. So if you have that like placement, you know, where's that placement? So like I have mine lucky in the ninth house, conjunct Jupiter and conjunct my moon. So wherever I walk is like a big wedding. Like people may say, oh my God, your hair is just so big, and like you may start hearing with that with Boda, beautiful or Italian, or just like, ooh, it's just so like about your energy, just so big and voluptuous and just juicy. I want to bite you. I hear the word juicy. I want to bite you. But you could look at Alma, Asteroid Union, yeah, Asteroid Union and Asteroid Boda, and I have it in the house of marriage. So yeah, and then if you have it conjunct your Jupiter or your Venus, especially your Jupiter, you'll be really pulled to a high level, celebrity level union. So prepare yourself for that type of karma that you're dealing with, in good or bad, karma, good or bad. But book that session. That's something we have to talk about. That's the discussion we have to talk about for your fate. Like what does that look like if you have that placement, and how do you implement the boundaries, the protection, and the ways, the path to a good career to align you to meet that person organically without being a succubus, without being a whore, without being a home worker, without being a person of like low vibrational value, bad place Venus or something, bad place Mars, something like that, where you'll get out there and wreck the energy, wreck the situation, and cause more karmic knots of negative karma. And in the words, again, write it down, words. Karmic knots or karma is not evil or bad to say. Karma is good or bad. So wording. So okay, I don't want to create negative karmic knots. I want to create positive karmic knots. So you die today, say you 35, 36, 40 something, you die today or tomorrow, you're being created. If you did like 10 years of therapy, 10 years of spiritual advisement, 10 years of eclipses and stuff like that, locking good karma, good, see the wording, good karmic knots in place. Next lifetime, you'll meet those souls very easy. Your energy, like say you next life you be like 16, like that's like people have like high have like sun conjunct North Node or different places, like you'll feel, or say Venus conjunct Node or Venus trine or Jupiter trine or your North Node and things, or sextile your North Node and things like that. You'll be pulled in the place, like say you work at a harbor job, you'll built up so many good karmic knots from the previous life where you'll say, okay, you're not for me. You'll be like a prophetic, a psychic. Somebody is very profound, like go talk to my child know what they're talking about, or go talk to that person right there, I know, you'll be one of those, and you're being pulled in like, oh my God, my life just feels so good, like those stories, I've been with my soulmate or whatever, my twin flame since childhood, or I've been with that person since like high school, like that, or something like that. You'll be put into a position like that when you're consciously building good, positive karmic knots, not negative karmic knots. So now when we say karmic knots, don't be afraid to put the other word in front of it. Is this a bad karmic knot, or is this a good karmic knot? I don't want no bad karmic knot. I want a good karmic knot. So right now the collective will be evolving the word karmic knot now. So when we say, okay, well, now get comfortable saying collective, that I'm okay with a positive karmic knot, not something negative karmic knot. I don't want this bullshit again, like the Egyptians do. And I had a long time digesting it over the past 10 years of, when if you know astrology, you know your Saturn return when you really graduate Earth, and when you really become an adult, graduate like life a little bit, like you die a little bit. Like you like, oh my Christ, that energy, like what, like a heart awakening, your chakras, different things start waking up in you to get you more focused, like spiritual alignment, because it's Saturn return, but it's also Saturn square Saturn, something like that. The transit at 24, 23, it starts, because Saturn is 2.5 years transit. It starts squaring your Saturn, but it gets ready to, I think it's a conjunction, Saturn return. Yeah, it gets ready from a square to a conjunction, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to check it again. But it's something like that from 23 to 27, 28-ish vibes like that. And it's preparing you to grow up. You know how they say, oh, I'm growing at 18. Oh, I'm grown like us. Or like the state will start saying, oh, you're growing at 25. Like insurance, you start dropping. Oh, you're 25 years old. Okay, we're going to drop the insurances. Drop this at the age of 25. No. The universe says you're grown at the age of your Saturn return. And it could be from the ages of 27 to 30 years old, depending on the degree and the degree placement of your chart and the way it returns back to your specific chart. So yeah, and that's when you can start seeing people have babies at the age of 27 to 30. Big career moves, like Beyonce for her Saturn return, she dropped the album 4. Like different things could happen in your life to shift profound moments where you have to grow up. Okay, you have to grow up, and a lot of people die. Amy Winehouse, a couple of celebrities, they call it in Hollywood the 25 Club. A lot of celebrities, a lot of people die. Like I had my moment, like, well, oh my God, I feel like I'm dying. And I mean, fate, like at that age, the South Node was going through my 8th house. It was transiting. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? It wasn't even, it was combined, I think, with the South Node going through my 8th house and me preparing for a Saturn return at the same time. So it was a lot of energetics of like, whoa. And then Saturn was conjuncting my sun. Yeah, 24. Yeah, Saturn was conjuncting my sun. I became manager, CEO of a lot of things at that 2.5 period of time due to Jupiter being placed in my natal chart. So it was a real good for me. A lot of money because, the way the chart was made. But a lot of career advancements, but it was kind of good until I got hit with that 8th house. And 8th house is other people money, taxes, and if you good with that, the universe will do you dirty. The universe is wise and loving. It will do you dirty. Pay attention. Everything I'm talking about is dealing with this twin flame reading. The universe will do you dirty. Why? If you have any 8th house, if you have any fears, if you have any like a big hammer in your stomach of like, I don't want to deal with that, 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 the universe gonna hear it energetically, not just out loud through the mouth, energetically. I got swung in so many karmic knots dealing with sex. I said, what in the negative? I said, oh, no. I took so many vows. I said, oh no, I went through some 2-3 things that broke up publicly. And I'm like dealing with people married. I'm like, no, I was invited in. There's so different things with lovers and shit like that. Drug dealers and things like that. So I was like, wait a minute. Is it 22? Pim, pim, pim. Okay, so I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I took a vow. I met so many amazing guys when Saturn transited my son at work. It was the 6th house. I lost so much weight. My stomach, 6th house is the gut. They was like, Sid, why you walking around like my dad used to do? Why you walking around and squeaking? It's squeaking. I had my plastic wrap on. My stomach was so tight. Oh, I just felt so fit. I felt so good. Oh, I feel so good. But I had Saturn conjunct Venus, conjunct Aphrodite, conjunct Hera, Hercules. I just met so many amazing people that year, well, those 2 years and a half, my girls, my team, everything just blew up in a big, 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 big way. But when you're going through certain transits, especially if fear is coming up, when I started saying I take a vow of never dating or getting into any relationship if he has a girlfriend or another partner, I took a vow. I kept saying vow, 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 vow. And when that year, that's the last year Saturn, the final year he was in Sagittarius, Venus retrograde in Aries, I said that 2 times because the boy jumped in the car, he took his shirt off, he had a girlfriend who worked at the same place he worked at. And I said, never. I can't do it. But that was like the third one a year. And it just kept happening with men, with their wives. I'm like, what is up with this? Can I get a gay? What's up with the gay? What's going on? Why I can't get a gay couple? And, that's happening. Like, what's up with... Okay, I think it was Hera, because I'm hearing some stuff now. I think it was maybe Hera, maybe with the union thing, and I'm having to be like the third party or something. I don't know, it's just weird what I'm seeing now. But when I started saying vow, Venus retro, I never forget, spring 2017. Athena came in my dreams. She came in my dreams real hard. I don't like nobody messing with my dreams. I got highly upset. I don't like dreaming in that way of like, I don't like nobody messing with me. I'm a 12th houser. I don't like nobody messing with me. Especially psychically, spiritually, I like being left alone. 12th house people like to be left alone. In that way. And I have fierce protection. And that's why she must have spoke. Like, hey, go look me up. You about to come into some stuff, and it's not just about couples. You about to meet some people. Venus retrograde in Aries, quick, fast. That's about to rattle your fate, your destiny, and your belief system. And how you perceive yourself, because you may wind up hurting them real bad. Like I say, my Saturn was still answering to every transit he moved, have to answer to those placements I have with my Saturn. I have Hercules there, my attitude real bad. If you compromise my Saturn boundaries, my respect, and my personal space. So when she came, I took it the opposite. I said, what do you want? I got real angry with her. I said, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I mean, just battling out with her. Boop, 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 boop. Like I was fighting Athena. Boom, boom, boom. Tearing up, fighting her. Every message she trying to give me. Every message she trying to give me. The goddess. And the whole time she was preparing me to say, stop saying you take that vow. You don't know what vow is on your life. You may be the goddess Athena incarnate. The placements, if I tell you my full chart, you're like, oh my God, it really is. Because when you get into outer planets, Neptune, Pluto, Uranus, those energies are really you, harder than the normal other, like the Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, those type of short-term planets, or closer to Earth planets. The far away ones, due to their transit, those planets take 7 years, 15 years, 20 years to cycle. Those planets, those energies are slow moving. You really are those energetics. Harder than the other ones. But when she was coming to me, I wish I would have paused, had more grace. Even literally the dancing doll creator, Gracie Perkins, came to the job. I'm like, oh my God, can I have more grace? So with that, I got real angry, and I didn't understand till like that fall, that spring, like, and then to the year when I ain't gonna say fire, I quit the job. It just the ego, the Hercules energy, just real bad. Stop doing that to yourself. Stop taking vows like the chastity vow with Athena, like the virginity vow, like vowing yourself to not do something out of your air quotes comfort zone that you really desire. You're desiring that person may be really desiring you. But you're taking an evil vow of like, I'm not about to compromise myself or hurt this other person's partner feelings. It's one thing to say, I'm not going to disrespect someone, but when you vow it, when you stand by it to your chest, like Superman, when you stand by it to your chest, it's like you're imprinting your soul with something, a negative karmic knot, where you just having fun, nobody taking it as serious, and you taking it to where I want to kill you, hurt you, goddess. So I want to hurt you real bad if you keep, keep, keep coming at me, and you have a relationship. You with somebody, and the way you disrespected me is like you taunting it, and then you flirting with me, and you taunting it, then you flirting with me, and you pulling me in. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop, stop, stop. I said, oh my God. I didn't understand it. I just did it now. It was just natural. I said, well, you know what? This is going on almost 2 years now. Let me go ahead and pay somebody. Let me go ahead. I started going to spiritual houses. I said, let me go ahead and get healed up. Let me go ahead and buy this. I came across, I was just scrolling Instagram. Not Instagram. Internet. I said, ooh, binaural beats therapy session with a trans person. Like she deal with like, what's the word? Like psychic trance, like it heals the subconscious and removes any like chastity vows, poverty vows, any vow you may have taken in a past life that may block you from abundance, love, sex, or sexual healing, different things like that may be blocking you. So I did it. I paid. It was like $100, and then for monthly stuff, she wanted, keep going, and that was fine. But it helped me heal. I said, oh my God, the subconscious felt like somebody was stalking me. At that time I didn't fully understand astrology. I had a Gemini South Node, and I didn't know I was being stalked, or I was built on my South Node with two people. One angel, one demon, one God, one human. One God, one human. Understand what Gemini is about. So with that experience, I'm like, I wish I would have bought that like sooner, and I cockblocked myself. And because they all kept breaking up. I'm like, well, Cedric, like 2 or 3 of them kept breaking up. So it's like, calm down, live your life. You're young. Why you gotta be so mature? Why you gotta be so bossy? Like calm down, live your life, enjoy. And it felt like I had Mars trine Pluto. Mars conjunct my ascendant, trine Pluto in the 5th house. I was Cancer rising. But the way they was coming at me at those jobs, in that time frame with Saturn, because Saturn was crossing that placement, and it was crossing my, not Athena, not Pallas Athena, but my Athene placement, conjunct my sun, but conjunct Zeus and Hestia. That got hit as well. And she did with virginity harder, I think, than Athena. Because Athena did with LGBT plus friendly energy. When I was going through it, it's like, wait a minute. It's like, why I feel like I want to merge with this person like a third. Like, I ain't gonna say third eye, like a merge, like a head, but like a ram. Boom, boom, boom. Like me and this boy, or me and these different men, it's like we about to merge, like boom, 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 boom. Like the twin flame. So I'm like, oh my God, like, I learned it quick. Like, I'm meeting all these. I didn't want to say twin. I said twin flame maybe once or a couple times, but I just kept seeing it. But I was like, maybe these are high level soulmates, or maybe they just. I kept saying other words besides twin flame as well, and it taught me to be open. And like 4 years later, like 2020, 2021, the pandemic, sitting at home learning things. I learned through Oshun. Oshun started talking to me. I started learning that maybe you have to prepare yourself to receive multiple unions on different levels. So I'm young. We're still growing up. I'm young. Other people my age group asking questions like, "What is this?" My older brother, he's the older than me, asking questions. I say, "Well, look, this going on. This was this what I'm learning. This what he know, whatever like that, or what they know." And through that and all, it made me find peace and solace in a sense of like, no matter who wants to run from you, no matter who you want to run from, no matter you know, what is like maybe blocking you physically or subconsciously, old school values. You can evolve and become something beautiful with not just one person, multiple soulmates, multiple twin flames, multiple. And when I kept hearing it, that's the same restaurant. At the same time, the collective started saying, no, that's a twin flame, but that's a karmic one. Where you have to learn a nasty lesson. And then I said, okay, well, if that's still twin flame, is there more levels from a twin flame? Because I heard that from a couple people. Then I got a reading from a twin flame reader, and she broke it all the way down. She said, "No, you that girl, you her. If you divine feminine, you her, but you with him. But y'all chose before you came down for y'all to experience that situation. He catching on to what's going on, and you know, because I told her, I said, well, she had the same car I was about to buy, 2, 3 years later, and then she had this that I have and I had, and she's a Sag, I'm a Sag, and she didn't know me from can of paint. She parked right next to me. There was like a lot of mirroring, and I said, well, she was like, well, no, you are her. He your union, he your counterpart or whatever like that, but he crossed up in some dark God shit, dark stuff, dark demon, whatever dark demonic stuff. He's one of them was Aquarius. I say, okay, well, no, he ain't drop. He's too. Once you say too, not blunt, maybe stuck up. Or some words she used in that sense, but archaic. She kept something like that, and she was like, okay, well, if he choosing you and playing games, and she leaving out, okay, it's a game, and your energy is screaming, and you kicking him down like, bitch, I'm a boss, I'm a boss, I'm a boss, and it's not like it's a back and forth, and it could be harmonious if you calm down. If you calm down and let him in, but it's like the way you was built with that Mars trine Pluto, you're too high up. My Mars was ruling my 10th house. The 10th house is the highest of the highest of the highest of the chart. I said, oh my God, when they're reading, she just burned me so bad. The guy that's best said had to manifest is one of my friends from work. She said, what's going on? And she just kept looking like a cat. I said, girl, you had transformed. What the fuck? She's weird. It just got so magical. I didn't know Sagittarius was just so magical like that. So the reading was just, I just started crying. She said, ooh, I was just so angry. And I'm like, why they playing on my top? Why you playing me? Why you playing me? And I'm like, okay, I'm searching. What am I searching for? Of course, love. That's a plus. Are you playing with me? Because the placement how I'm built, very warlike. Mars, trine Pluto. The top is the highest general of them all with their placement. So I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. What to do but run if it's not working out. It is not working out. It's not working out. Why, I'm your main lady. We got the main lady card. But you got games going. They have chosen no interference, focus on one person. But why? Sex. The headbutting, the merging, sex bona fide with lust, acting on sexual desires. Is it love or is it lust? And when you built with that star planet Aphrodite and Hera, two powerful goddesses, Frida, a couple other ones, a couple powerful goddess archetypes, divine feminine energies, conjunct your heart chakra. Conjunct your heart chakra. Conjunct your heart chakra. Conjunct it. Okay? You are a powerful goddess of love incarnate. Mixed with a couple god energy, but those goddesses have made history. And it's just like, oh my God. Then you have Pluto in the 5th house of the heart chakra, and you have that placement in the 8th house. It's like, oh my God, give me nothing but whips, chains, pleasures, and desires. Okay? So be mindful if they playing games with your sexual energy, your sex, your power. Okay? Be mindful. So let's start at the beginning. The first card's always to the left. We have Love Bomber. That's toxic. Okay. Emotional manipulation. Casanova, ladies' man. Wanting your attention. They see you as the main lady, but they may run. Okay. They see you as the main lady or the main apple. What's the word? How you say it? The apple of the eye. Something like that. You're the main thing they looking at or they want. But you have Love Bomber, but addiction. Something toxic, but your sex is amazing. Your energy is amazing. Your personality may be amazing. Okay? But they have bad habits, addicted to sex, drinking, etc. Destructive behavior. Destructive behavior. You deserve love. You are lovable. And that's another question. Write that down. You are lovable. Okay, that's a mantra. But the question I want to ask, are you lovable? Are you capable, open to love? Are you capable or open to love? Answer those questions. If yes, how do I let more love in? What do I need to heal and face and digest? And if you answer no, okay, how do I move on in peace and let that person go? Okay? And then we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Now, that's another thing. How do we handle divine timing? What does it look like? And that's peace. I'm actively walking my path, meaning I'm still doing my jobs, I'm on mission, and I'm just letting love come in when it needs to come in. And I want you to write that down, that part down, play it back, okay? You're letting love in when it needs to come in or when it's supposed to come in. But you're actively walking it. You're looking for it, but also you're not being bogged down, delusional. You're not letting things stop you from living your mission, gaining your money, your success. And like I said, book that session. I help people with that. But the last word we have runner, avoiding the connection, running from themselves, ignoring you. Now, when this comes, I love that when I learned this years ago as well. If they're ignoring you, they're ignoring parts of you. Like right now, I want to say I may be dealing with people from the past and they're still acting out in their way of like trying to chase me, but ignoring me at the same time. And it's like, no, I'm not playing it. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not delusional. You don't exist to me. You're gone. You're wasting my time. I'm very strongly positive in Neptune. I grew up with a good friend that's Poseidon energies. I have good Neptunian friends that are high up. I don't play with delusionment or crazy or mess or drama bullshit. I know what it is and what it ain't. And if it's not working out, bye. You the problem. Now with my profession, you're my client. You need help. Okay, these people that's, the chaser, the runner, a lot of these people need help, especially with running from themselves, ignoring you, but still having a connection, don't want to face it. Okay, bye-bye. Now, that's why I love Oshun energy when she says, don't worry about that person. Don't worry about the person. That's my energy. Don't worry about the person. Don't worry about the person. Don't worry about the person. Don't worry about that person. You have Oshun. That energy is so powerful in a sense of like you have multiples. Right, I'm dealing with 5,500 different soulmate men right now. I could just devour right now. My fitness guys, my fitness, everything I need to do with my health, look good, and then boom, on mission. Y'all can look good as well. I'm adding you. You write this down. I'm adding you to my journey. I'm adding you to my party. I'm adding you to my party list. I'm adding you to my shit. This is mine. Confidence. This is mine. You just a plus. Enjoy me while you can. And if it's not nothing sustainable or substance, Bye-bye. You're just a friend. We're keeping it at that level. You're not about to cross me up. I'm going to see my healers. I'm going to get my Reiki done. I'm going to take my spiritual bath. I'm about to be a true main lady energy, main divine feminine energy, main divine masculine energy. I want those stuff, the real divine masculines. The men that are reading these tarot cards on here. That's what I want. I want a man that know how to read and don't mind showing other people they know how to read. That's what the real divine feminines want. That's what they want. Not just a pastor, because those the man. That's who I want leading them churches. Look on YouTube, every single divine masculine reading tarot cards. I want you in them churches. I want all these dudes. Some of the men I've seen the videos. Oh my God, from the gothic ones to the Leo Sun ones to the rainbow ones. Every single divine masculine man on YouTube, on the YouTuber, what ain't he say? On the YouTuber. I want them leading every single church, Catholic church, Baptist church. I want those type of men leading the churches. Why? You practicing Archangel Jophiel. You preaching about angels. You preaching about archangels. You need to understand the archangel from God. You reading not just the Bible. You reading the tarot of God. These tarot cards are Neptune. God deals with Neptune. I want those divine masculine men like, hey, open up to that dimension of Taroat. The real, oh my God, the real archangel. I want those men leading in charge. That's who I want. Those are not the runners. I want all my divine feminines or my divine masculines that's low right now. I want you to go, if you uncomfortable with the divine feminine energies, or you can't take us, I want you to go talk to every or any one of them men on YouTube right now that read tarot cards that's a real divine masculine. I want you to go talk to one of them. Hire one of them. Why are they going to lead you right to where the divine masculines need to be? If you like their energy where you need to be, they are so beautiful. When I say their energy is so fine, they could be the most gothic one with his shit on, but he reading them motherfuckers from his heart. I say, oh, you can feel it when you're a true divine feminine, when you say true divine, true wife energy. When you look at on YouTube and you see those men reading them cards, you say, oh, I know you're divine masculine. Oh, I want them so bad. And you know they're not even your type, but when you hear them move, when you hear them read them cards and their energy, and they look, and I look again, wait a minute, he may be my type. Wait, hold on, ooh, his energy. I said, oh, my heart chakra fall back like Aphrodite. I said, oh my God, or any guy that's a little, or any guy, I said, oh, any divine feminine, oh my God. I looked at some of the videos. I say, oh, Lord Jesus, this man. And he just looks so sensitive, so soft, like I was like a little bunny, but like a bunny rabbit or something. Like, I'm just like, I will bite you. I will eat you up. You better read them cards. Oh, man. You're a man. You a man. You a man. You a divine masculine. Oh, Jesus. Get on YouTube right now, my ladies, my gentlemen, my divine feminines that's waiting for a good man. Go get a reading by him. Befriend these men. Befriend them ones that are reading, that are real divine masters, reading them tarots. I want y'all to write it down. Help me. Come reach out to me. I'm trying to build these churches up. I'm trying to do my mission work. I want these churches talking about Archangel Jophiel, the different Jophiels, Jophiel, Raphael, Kuziel, the different L's of Jophiel. I want this talked about. I need these men talking. The men, Lord Jesus, that read them tarot cards. We ain't gonna tarry too long, because thank God I thought about that. Those men that need to, shoot, what do I say? Those are the men you need to talk to, y'all. Don't waste no more time paying for all those readings. Unless you need therapy monthly. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with your therapy. Ain't nothing wrong with your therapy. But go befriend them. Go buy them some lunch. Go treat those men some well. They just don't spend your money with them, because you got to have discernment. I don't play about discernment or protection. Go get those men in your pocket. I will say go have sex with them. Those men gonna treat you all right. Just go get your spiritual bath. Come see me for your spiritual bath. Go get those men. Any one of them that read them tarot cards that you could, I would text me. I will go look together. We'll go do some coffee. We go scroll. I said, go look. This one, this one. We just talk about it. Have our moment. Have our moment. Divine feminine moments. And just befriend those men. Those are the men I want to lead the collective. Jesus. I thank God the gods are moving. But yes, those the type of men y'all need. Go look at their channels right now. But in the final position, we have old school, old-fashioned thinking, taking dating seriously, takes things slow. But see the contradiction with the run-em. You're taking dating serious, you're taking it seriously, but you're thinking and you taking things slow. We don't have time for slow all the time. We need you to what? Keyword, write this down. Evolve. We need you to evolve. Then behind old school, excuse me, we have options. Look at that card. Look at the doors. That's the energy of Oshun. You have options of the sunflower. Athena ruled the sunflower as well. Those two I know for sure offhand. But we gotta think about the other ones. They deal with the sunflower energy. I think they said Apollo. But the options, the energy, and maybe soul. But the options, the many doors, difficult decisions, exploring possibilities. Don't ever settle. If you become a client of mine, I'm gonna beat you down from my coach days. Don't you ever settle. The world is just so vast. The world is just so beautiful. They have so many, if you're a divine feminine, whatever you like. But it's just so, I'm talking about my perspective. There's so many men out there. So many men out there. So much love. Oh my God. If that person not kissing on you, hugging on you, buying your stuff, having your discernment, having your protection, all that what you need, like a police officer of your ray of light. He not the one for you. Don't you? Oh, so many girls. Not that many. Because my type of girls I attract. The women, that's why it's kind of hard for me. The type of guys and goddesses and the powerful beings I attract, they most likely always be in union or transition through and move on quick. They graduate. I deal with graduation energy. They ascend quick. And that's where with the collective now, a lot of stagnation where a lot of people don't want to evolve and don't want to ascend and move on and transition to who they need to be. Like we at this phase now with the collective saying buying their souls back. And I want you to write it down, like talk about that has a discussion of buying souls and what that looks like and getting my soul completely like you don't have to settle or wait for anything. It's so many people out there. Find your like. Oh my God, we were saying that song the other day. Me and my client, my cousins, we were saying, if you know the rapper Diamond, I got 32 flavors of this bootylicious bubblegum. Raspberry, grape, cherry. Come and get this yummy yum. Come and get this yummy yum. Yummy yum, baby, not your ordinary lady. Willow Wonka wanna pay me. Okay? Okay? It's 32 flavors of this bootylicious bubblegum. Raspberry, grape cherry. Come and get this yummy yum. $32. You don't have to ever waste your time for one, number two, number five, number six. It's 32 flavors of this bootylicious bubblegum. Raspberry, grape cherry. Come and get this yummy yum. Cut through. I like the way this feels. Cut through. And then we have emotional, mental clarity, secrets coming to the light, breakthroughs. So it's revelations. Remember when you, and I want you to digest that quick to get through this because y'all been hurting for so long. Y'all been hurting for so long. Y'all been hurting for so long. Cut through the bull and just breathe through the breakthrough, the enlightenment, the evolution. Think of when this truth come up, cry for a moment and evolve, and tell yourself over and over again that I'm evolving, I'm evolving, I'm evolving. And now when we get evolved, you may be alone, like how she is by herself, looking through these doorways. If you're evolving too much, and that's fine, now you know balance, Libra. Go back. You gotta go back. So now we get into Aquarius zones. You're evolving, age of Aquarius, you're evolving so much. You're evolving, but have you really evolved? No, because I haven't called the right thing in. Now you gotta go back and get the right thing. Now we gotta go back and grab that person still. You're still dealing with old negative karmic knots that you have to heal. Now you pay your spiritual advisors, or you do your own ritual, especially your help of, calling love in, praying to Goddess Aphrodite, praying to the different goddesses. Even Athena deals with soulmates as well. All of them deal with soulmates. Just find your one that help you. Hera is a good one. I like working with Hera. Hera comes through quickly. If you want real results, I would say you'll get your union and big money. You'll get your union and big money quick, from what my experience is working with Hera. Maybe Hermes, but Hermes, your mind. You have to really heal your mindset for Hermes. Okay. Then we have bad guy, bad intentions, red flags, lies, videotapes, and secrets. I like that right there. I need that for an album or something for my client. Lies, videotapes, and secrets. Lies, videotapes, and secrets. Okay, I need that as an album. Okay, a strong album, a strong record. Pull it from your repertoire. Your be vigilant. Protect yourself. Okay, protect yourself. Okay, but get yourself together through these red flags that you are still evolving from. But remember, the key piece, the key element is don't just evolve. If you're evolving too much, and look at the key right here. If you're evolving too much, make an altar, pay your spiritual advisors as well, or whoever you know that's powerful with attraction. Like my mom and dad is still married for 30 plus years. I have the power to link you to your real long-term soulmates and stuff like that. Due to that being mirrored to my reality. Mind you, I'm going to let you know off rip, my karma. I deal with people, or my parents, my mirrors of my life, they're still married. I will link you to, especially in my career, what I do, I will link you to a person or people, not just one, maybe 3 or 4, 5 or 10 different people that you need. You'll need to, you could be with for a long period of time. Like take your pick. That's why I say calm down, breathe, experience, and date. Go date, work your jobs every week. I tell people like take like 2 times a month. Go travel, different city, go out, have some fun. Like last year, I stayed the whole year in New Orleans and went to school and enjoy myself that way for my mental health and my peace. Because I like to practice what I preach. I'm not just one of those regular people, spiritual advisors or coaches. I'm not gonna just lead you down a blind hole. I'm walking it with you. One of my prayers is when we pray, I pray with my clientele, my people, and my tribe, my community role openers. Make sure you sign up for our community role openers every month. That's like our tithing to our guys, our high power. I do a lot of back end work for our clientele when they do our community role openers. I go pay churches. I pay different organizations like charities. I do with children and education, and healing hospitals. Those are the main big 3 I like to give back to, or do out the community role opener pool of energy. Hospitals, children, and education, different things for that. But those are some of the pools I do donate to from our fund, or what we collected through our community role openers. And plus, we do our restock of our candles and stuff like that. Restock of our stuff we need for the next month, and keep the fire blazing for the whole month for our community role opener for our people. And that's how you gain your angel wings as well. What I found out recently, when you constantly in the job or the field of praying for people, you become that. You become an angel incarnate, especially after, when you know astrology, 3 years. 3 years of faith, especially 18 months. I like to say about 3 to 5 years. You locked in 2 eclipse cycles, and you're locking in a good faith, a good karmic knot, a positive karmic knot, not a negative karmic knot. When you're dealing with praying for people or paying people that are praying hard for you and leaving evidence, like we have our videos we tape and our private videos I send people. I do now right now at the moment, but we usually have our lives. Catch me live, my lives, or our videos or our private videos. What we do for our monthly rolling, but we still are doing our monthly roll openers. But with the key card, we have unlocking. After you have found out so much of the evil intentions, but that's another question. If it's evil, what is your intention? Your intention is not to break my heart. Your intention is not to rape me. Your intention is not to break my heart. Your intention is not to steal from me. Your intention is not to divorce, like your intention is not to beat me up. Your intention is not to do none of that to hurt me. Your intention is something else. Because if you don't like that person, like how I learned that early on, and I value it, and I tell my girls that in years of teaching and repeating that to people for years. That's in my repertoire. Treat people how you want to be treated, but also if that person is not doing you justice, you can leave. The door, that's going back to what I said earlier. Don't waste your time, Oshun. Don't waste your time with or settle with people that are like that. Don't do it. Leave is not healthy. You're not bringing them to the table. You suck at busting me. You energy vampire me. You're taking me down the wrong hole, the wrong path. I don't need it. I don't like it. I don't want it. And I'm not about to give you attention for it. Okay? Locked doors are opening, removing blockages. Love is coming. I want you to answer that question and ask yourself that question. Love is always there. You have to be reminded that. Like I'm doing a lot of my money magic clients and stuff like that, my marketing stuff for my clientele. Like the money is there. It's been there since day one. You have to heal to receive more. You have to wake up and be aware of how to receive more. It's always been there. You have to wake up to it. And can you fight for it, And yeah, you can fight. It's so many brand deals and so many companies that need clout. But can you heal for it? Can you take that contract? The devil always have a contract. And when I say devil, I mean our dark side. Gemini. Our dark side, because Sagittarius is blended together, good and light. Alchemy, Sagittarius alchemy. But Gemini is, can you take the contract? Scorpio is a complete merge, a complete death blow. You can't take the Scorpio ever unless they evolve with therapy. And they have to do what? Money, pay for it. You have to be able to pay for your healing and pay for a good contract. Now you get the key. The key is unlocked. You're going to get the keys, but do you want the contract and you suffering, you paying, and then you do a deal and you can't but do but one brand deal and lock in for maybe 1 or 2 commercials and you're stuck. You can't do another brand deal for the next 3 to 4, 5 years. You still need a paycheck for those 3 to 5 years. Can you get out that contract, or can you go back in time and go back to your lawyer, adjust that contract I signed 3, 4, 5 years ago? I think that contract hexing me off the rip. I think that contract is blocking me from going and get more brand deals. I think that contract is blocking me to get my healing and understand to get more brand deals. I'm stuck from signing that contract. That contract only gave me 1 commercial. That contract only gave me 2 commercials. No premiere events, no no tours, no stretching that brand out. Say you do a commercial. I tell all my clients, don't sign that contract unless you do that one commercial. You do that one commercial, and they tell you do 3 events, a mini tour to the different locations, radio shows, back to the school events or something with children to maximize off on the sales, because children will consume a lot. Don't do that deal. Don't sign that contract if you don't have it in there. Don't do it. I'll be and beat my clients down with, come on, with that incense and sage, with that crystal. Come on, you're going to get healed. Come on, massage. You're going to get healed. Okay? Then we have the card over this key, the unlocking. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. I didn't read this card yet. I just said love is always there. The cards are saying, the card said love is coming, but I said no, 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 no. 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 Love is not coming. Love is already there. It's already there. You have to pause. You have to heal. You have to face it. Face mom and daddy trauma. Face any abandonment you may face at the age of 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, always up to 30. Because those are years you're purging. That's why a lot of children, a lot of kids, they die. They call it, like I said earlier, Hollywood, they call it the 25 Club. I had my moment. I was a strong-ass coach, strong-ass entrepreneur. And they tore my 8th house up. I said, oh my God, I don't even want y'all. You tearing me up to death. I don't want you. And I mean, killing my goddess of love energy. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus. Jesus. But he is already there. She is already there. They are already there. And that's another new normal. Like, get comfortable with people dealing with different energies. Like, I learned this past year working with Sun God Apollo. The different terminology. Don't call me gay. Don't call me, don't label me in that zone. I tell people I'm androgynous. I'm like, I go both ways, all the energetics, I'm blended very well of masculine and feminine. I know how to be a coach, and I'll be a goddess of love of my week. I don't know if you guys want to go to godschool.com to get the Aphrodite plushie, like a little teddy bear, my plushie, Aphrodite is so cute, Aphrodite plushie. Or I can be a roaring lion, a coach, making you get it down the field, get it wherever in life, career coach, whatever. I'm androgynous. I blend very well. I blend in rooms very well. When Apollo showed me those words, like he said, there's a line, a race of faggots out there. Now we're talking about aliens and shit. He said there's a race of faggots. I said, what you mean? He said, do you feel like you're a faggot? I said, no. Do you get upset with the word? I said, no. The faggots of the zodiac get upset with their word. He said there's bitches. You know how they say dogs, and there's a race of dogs that are called bitches. They say there's bitches of the zodiac. And he said, feel that ball energy. He said, ain't that, don't you know him, right? I said, yeah. And he's scared to come out or scared to hang out with the LGBT plus community all the time, right? I said, yeah. He's faggot of the zodiac. I said, oh my God, his energy is screaming faggot of the zodiac. I said, oh my God. He said, what yours say? Androgynous of the zodiac. But if you hang out with him a little too long, you're going to start becoming faggot. The light went out, y'all, but I'm still here. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but that's their race of aliens. He said the races of bitches, like the dogs, the fixed star people, all that. Then it was the I said, I'm androgynous of the zodiac, faggot of the zodiac, bitches of the zodiac. Was it K? It's another word. It was another one. The different races of the zodiac, and the age of the Aquarius. But yeah, pray to God, Sun God Apollo, you get clarity on what's your race, what you come with. That's why it's hard for me to go in certain rooms and I'm looking at certain people. I'm like, oh my God, the energy is just so horrible because I'm androgynous of the zodiac. Androgyny people, you ever met a cool gay? A cool gay person like with their motherfucking, like an OG. They sitting down with their smoke and they sit down with their motherfucking blazing hat on, and they sit down with their trench coat, just sitting there and just cool as a cool mean girl, like you just like out a book or movie, and you just sitting there like a cool person, a cool gay, a cool. That's that androgynous of the fucking zodiac. I'm cool, bitch. I'm too cool for school. That type of vibe. That's my energy. I blend so well. It's like people just start talking to me like I'm going through this. You ever remember when you just walk in the room, my empaths, and you just like, oh my God, they just telling me all their business and stuff like that. And they, oh no, I get along with gay people. I get along with everybody. That's that you androgynous of the zodiac. You get along with everybody. Baggies don't, because they just crossed up so bad. Whatever alien that is, the bitches are the bitches of the zodiac. And then you have the other, I can't think of it, I'm gonna pray and make a part two. But you have different races of the LGBTQ plus energetics of the zodiac. And yeah, like the androgyny cut is real lethal and is very rare, because those are the ones that's not in the mess and they're not in the drama. They androgynous. But yeah, I'm sorry with my cousin. I'm just we talking about, but love is already there. It's already here. Don't ever say it's coming, it's missing, or don't ever say it's missing. It's coming, it's here. Just look for it deeper, okay? Especially in self. In self, okay? We're gonna wrap up the reading with a crystal, and what crystal is working with the Twin Flame Collective right now? Okay, what crystal is working with the Twin Flame Collective? Clear quartz. Clear quartz is coming up right now for the Twin Flame Collective. And it's saying clear quartz, get crystal clear. Clear quartz, I want to say it's Archangel Metatron, or one of the most powerful archangel cards. Archangel that links to this type of crystal. Is powerful, profound healing, profound energetic, cord cutting, profound like decluttering, powerful purging crystal. You're going to get rid of a lot of stuff with this type of archangel. You're working with this archangel. Archangels are energetic. Like you tell you in church and different things like that, when you enter churches and your faith. Baptists they tell you have to energetically align to God. You have to get closer to God. You have to get closer to archangels. Archangels are not from this dimension. They're very sensitive beings. Because you got to understand the energetics. Archangels are like aliens, a type of alien. Okay? You have to understand it. Certain aliens don't want to be messed with. Some aliens don't want to deal with people or the human experience. Like, write that down. Some aliens, archangels are aliens, they don't want to deal with that type of human experience or human bullshit or BS. They are sensitive and they want to be healed up all the time. Archangels love their Reiki. Archangels love to look good like fairy-like. Archangels are like fairies. They like to be clear, cut, clean, beautiful all the time, energetic. Like, I just feel so beautiful and I feel so good. Okay, that's the crystals. When you step into the crystal dimension, you're working with the crystals, the archangel realm. Because that's the real archangel realm. And I want to pray that the churches, like it was another show, The Runaways. They had the church, and the mama had the crystals all around the entryway of the church. She had selenite, and it was just a beautiful scene. I was like, oh my God, I need to go to that church. I wish churches had that more. It was just so beautiful. So beautiful. So beautiful. But that's the crystal that's leading the reading right now, or the energies right now for Easter. This is a powerful reading, y'all. We'll pull another card. We'll do our Witch Oracle card, and let's see what the Oracle card, what messages our ancestors have to say. Our ancestor spirit. Our ancestors. Right there. So as you can tell throughout this whole reading, I barely pulled unless I was told to. But we stop with the energy. Okay? The spirits to tell us to stop. On my life path, 38, 11. 3 plus 8 is 11. She's holding a mirror, so she's checking herself out energetically, spiritually, or just a basic checkup, and it says charms, enchantment. So whatever we dealing with right now, be mindful of somebody doing enchantment work, charm work, or doing too much on self. You may be dealing with a succubus incubus that is always enchanting and charming themselves to look good and hide their facade, which lead into the bad intentions card, the options card, cut through their bullshit card, addiction. Because this a person like that is always charming themselves to look good and don't heal. It's real bad. It's real bad. Real bad. So that's number 38. Let's look into what type of demonic spirit or what type of energetic healing we need to do, or what we need to refer to when we catch this person. Because this person is around you in some type of way or fashion and form, okay? So just be mindful of that person, okay? In yourself and around you, in around your environment. Okay, number 38. Okay, come on. Okay, charms, enchantment. It's time to break the spell of glamorous effects as you awaken from an enchanted sleep. So where you been sleeping at? What's going on with your Neptune, your sleep dimension, or your 12th house? Okay. Let's see. Mesmerism is the witch's magical weapon of power and influence for a witch to use her feminine wiles to seduce and manipulate to get her way as she casts illusionary spells of enchantment while placing powerful charms upon her enemies or those she desires to influence and control them. From a distance, she has the ability to point her witchy finger to reward, punish, or control another with a blessing, a curse, or glamour trick. However, don't be caught up in illusion, for looks can be deceiving. Everything is not what it seems when it comes to working with the glamour of charms and enchantment. Curiosity reveals only what you say, what you may wish to see, and confusion may hinder you from seeing, what is true. Instead, be aware of bewitching effects. It is well known that when a charm is placed upon an unsuspecting other, their behavior and feeling can be manipulated. So be mindful when you or others act out of character. Remember that whatever you wish to bring magically about, communicating your intentions is key. Recite incantations, prayers, rhymes, or rhythmic chants to accompany some witchy action, or what is in a talisman in a binding spell to stop another from doing harm toward liberate, banish, and bring about your desires or love for another. Over the centuries, muggles have sought out witches for their dark secrets and alluring Hold on, give me a second. I'm having a moment. Having chills. But yes, y'all, that is it. I love y'all so much. I'm sorry to cut it short. Something happened. But that is it for right now. We have a part 2 soon. I love y'all so much. Take care. Bye-bye.